What is up, guys? Welcome back to episode 4 of the Salabars Quarantine Podcast.
What's going on, guys?
What's up, everybody?
It's good to see you guys. I'm glad to see you guys are both staying safe. You're staying healthy, I assume?
Yeah, how about
Healthy,
you?
I'd say.
Great. Yeah, I'm doing well. And you know what? Our guest today, folks, he's so eager to get on. He's actually entered the waiting room for this as soon as we started recording. I'm just going to let him right in. Guys, you know him well. It's the lovely
The only.
Ross.
Oh, Ross is coming on. Nice. I didn't
Here
know.
he comes, yeah. Pleasant surprise. Here he is.
Hey.
Next in the audio. Cooper, how's it going?
Going.
What's up, buddy?
Doing.
Pretty good, you?
Too shabby.
Heavy. Whoa. Cooper, just before we get started, I know, you have a few tendencies to express some things in very foul ways. Okay, this is a G-rated podcast.
Roger that.
Just answer yourself. But my first question to you, Cooper, how are you adjusting to this new way of life with the Rona?
You know, it's hard. I mean, we're all struggling, right? We're all just home alone, doing nothing really. Just
Me?
doing homework, yes.
I could agree.
All feeling depressed, honestly?
I mean, I'm feeling great, but
Mildly, though.
I'm feeling great, too.
I'm glad to hear that, Henry. Mike, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll get over it.
Yeah, I know. I feel like it's just an adjustment.
Fact. Did you what do you got behind you right there? Is that a home little gym area or what?
I'm out in the gym right now,
Nice. You've been pumping iron?
trying to.
Trying, bro. Yeah. Well, Cooper, what do you so I want to preface this. Cooper's going to a school, and I won't disclose the name if you don't want me to. Coop, just fans are crazy.
They'll track him down.
They'll track you down. But Cooper goes to a little school in Massachusetts. I went to visit this school a few years back.
It ain't that little.
Here's the thing.
After he went there, it's kind of huge now.
No, but like it's acreage. It's like 3 acres, man. You can walk between 2 streets, and that's the
I mean,
campus.
I consider more than 3 acres, but it's smallish. But I swear word. It's very small.
See? I told you.
I
Yeah,
call
right. But then you know what? When you're on the campus, you're like, wow, it's a really small campus. And then you get to the sports facility, huge sports facility.
Yeah.
And beautiful, if I could say.
Yeah.
Gorgeous, I'd say. Even though I haven't even seen it.
Yeah.
I played soccer there once.
Oh, yeah? How do you do?
We won. It was a tournament, but our final wasn't there. I forget where our final was, but yeah, we won that. Easy money.
Congrats, man.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, Russ, you were in soccer back in the day, man. Oh,
Remember
man.
the dream team? The 3-year, like we never lost for like 3 years.
Yeah.
Dream team.
Oh, yo, that's a good story. We should actually tell that. People, the fans love the stories, right? And I shouldn't be the one. I mean, I was there with you guys 7th, 8th grade, but whoever really experienced the
I'm not worthy.
LA save, if you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I know.
Henry, you know it? Can you tell the story?
I can tell the story.
I totally
Okay.
forgot about that.
All right, so we started off. Well, this all starts back in say I don't know,
Yeah,
a
that's
while
fine.
ago, and maybe it started off early days in travel soccer. We lost a couple games here and there,
Well, we got okay. Well,
No, dude, we lost. You know why?
where we got
Every time we went to states, we played 2 years above what we actually
Oh,
were.
every
We were all
game.
We were playing
That was
20
every game.
high school. We were in like 5th grade.
yeah,
Yeah.
and we were still dominating.
Oh, remember that? Remember that game up in like Bonnie Eagle?
Yeah,
Oh,
again, yeah.
We
Were you
were
the
in middle high
16-year-old?
school, so we were in
Those kids were straight up like all 6 foot, and we were like, I don't know, crescent on
No,
five.
we were down 10-0 at halftime in that
No,
game.
what are you
Yes,
talking
we
about?
were, dude.
We lost
okay.
we lost like 3-1.
No. I remember this because 5th grade I joined the team because I moved. My team back in Southern New Hampshire.
No, I don't know if you were there against our big game against Bonnie Eagle.
Yes, I was.
Did you play with Tim Blake, dude?
Yes.
Blake,
Listen. I remember
Shout
the
out to
first
Blake.
year Marshall Travels like I was like, wow, we are getting wrecked. We would be down 10-0 at halftime. This was like a normal day in the office. Then 6th grade, I just flipped the switch. We started winning 10-0 at half.
Oh,
Beat
right.
Massabesic 16-0 one
we
time.
won.
Had
We
5
won the
goals.
Harvest
Dude,
Cup.
I think Massabesic
Yeah.
was like 19-0. We spanked them.
Oh yeah, I remember
I
that
think-
at BA.
I think
Kept going, yeah.
you two, I think I had, I don't
Had
know if I had a
5.
hat trick. I might have had 2, but like you guys both had like 4 or 5. Tucker had like 2 or 3, and then like we gave Cooper a goal. We gave Emery a goal.
Jake had one. Yeah, everyone had one.
Yeah, Jake had a legit one. I don't know.
We won the Harvest Cup. Which year was that?
That was a while ago.
That was the
was
one
against-
where I
This was
shut
like 2012 or
That was
something.
against
That's
the
great.
York, and Jake Perry scored the header in overtime.
Yeah, we were all like
That was a-
10, playing in like a U12 league then.
Anyways, back to the main premise of the story.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
you know, we all came up in youth soccer, travel soccer. Then we got to 7th grade, moving on to middle school soccer. Coach Todd Hughes, you know, coach of the year. So he led the boys to a 10-0 season. Wow,
It was him.
who would've thought?
And then he retired.
Yeah. And then the next year, Coach Fiona, great guy, another
Oh, yeah.
10-0 season.
Nobody
I
could-
forgot, dude.
What can you ask for? So we got 2 years of straight undefeatedness, and then high school.
Oh,
High school, we get the coach of the century, Coach Rafferty.
Oh, yeah,
This-
bro.
I actually
guy-
read Rafferty the other day.
Oh, you
This guy
saw him?
knows his
Yeah,
stuff.
talking about BA, I was shooting and then
Did he dap you up?
running. No, so
Hey, Cooper. He's a
He
good guy,
knew we
though.
were- you know, he knew we were really good, so we didn't really have to do much. He just made us run a complex every day.
Yeah.
So, and then we got in shape, and then we just played lightning and had a good time of practice.
That was
Just-
so fun.
And
bonding?
remember the 8th grade team and lost.
Oh yeah.
No
Wait,
way. No
Did that
way.
happen?
That ruined this. Yeah, like the Peter Trimparlos, like San Fitzgerald that class.
You
I don't
lost
think
those
I don't
kids?
think we lost.
No,
I
we
don't
lost.
think we lost. I think it was a tie.
Did you try, or did you like have your starters then?
I don't know.
No, there's no way
You know what's
because
crazy? So, you know, I obviously I wasn't practicing with you guys.
he was close with the coach of the varsity team. Let's just put
Okay.
it that way.
Coach.
You could just say I made varsity, but you could also say I got my way in there. But so you guys had practice right after school, and I had my freshman year. It was 4:00 practices, something like that. So I used to like go down to you guys and like, or I'd go over to you guys at the baseball field, and I'd watch you guys for like 30 minutes, you know. And the Shane used to always ask me, like, he used to always ask me. He'd be like, what does like Raph do to like get them practice? And I was like, honestly, they could be playing sharks and minnows for all I know. Like they were doing some
That's what we were
foolish drills.
doing.
I was like, it doesn't matter because they're still gonna win because you know my grade's crazy.
Anyways, the climax of the story comes at the last game of the season. You know, we're still undefeated. I think we tied one game, but
What
we
about
won.
Manchester?
Oh, we tied BA, didn't we?
Yeah, that was like one of the
I
first.
played with you guys there.
Yeah.
And then it was against, who was it against? You guys know?
Wasn't it like Portsmouth or something like that?
Red. I think it was Red.
I think it was
Yeah,
Portsmouth. Dude.
Portsmouth.
Yeah.
Right.
And we had this star defender on our team named Luke Anderson.
Shout
Yeah.
out.
Oh no, no.
Oh,
And
coming back.
Who's having an MVP year? This was
Here
just
we
to
go,
premise
guys.
this.
I know
Yeah.
exactly where this is going.
He's already got like 15 goals, 15 saves.
Like one
So-
game away from unanimous MVP, and then this happened.
then this happened.
MVP.
So it was we were down, or it was tied. It was tied like 2-2 or something. 5 minutes left.
90th minute.
Uh-oh. Tuck D fouled someone in the box. We got a penalty kick.
No, no,
No,
Oh,
fouled
no.
him right outside the bar or something like that.
like a handball or something.
No,
Well,
no,
okay. I feel like I can tell the story better than you guys.
no, Henry's storyteller. He's doing it. Go ahead. bud.
Anyways. So, wait, but how could he have saved it if it was a
No,
penalty?
that's not what happened, dude.
Bowling.
It was just a straight up shot.
He
Was
put his
it?
arm up and
It was just a straight up shot,
I
and
thought it
Luke
was just a
came out of
normal shot.
nowhere.
No,
Okay.
Superman flight.
I'm thinking of a different thing. When like it like hit the post and against Tuck D's head or something.
Oh no, I think that penalty happened right after. I think
Oh,
the
right,
handball,
because
He was
No,
really
right.
the handball led to the pen, and
Right.
Tucker the kid bricked it, and Tucker like somehow saved it off his body.
Right, so backtracking a bit. So it was 2-2. 5 minutes left. The other team comes down. Beautiful kick. It's curling, going top right. Luke Anderson.
in super
Handball.
Laugh so
Got a
hard.
handball, but Luke Anderson,
Watson.
red card, he's out.
Yeah. Last game of the season, red card.
Deliberately
Ruined his odds.
ruined the game.
But he saved the season.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
I'm pretty
okay.
sure he went up to Linus and specifically said, I see your season, right?
Yo,
No, seriously, right?
yeah, because like, we were like making fun of him or something. I didn't partake.
No,
But
none of us did.
He was like over there like this. We were like making, talking smack. Oh, Luke's so silly. He almost won the MVP and then he blew it. I see your season, right?
And that right there actually made me want to date his sister after he saved our season.
No, that was before, dude. Wait, no,
Just
that was
to-
after.
Just to get closer to the legend.
Right. I had to, because in order to infiltrate that family to talk to him, I had to date his sister.
Right. It was just a stepping stone.
Of course, yeah.
Sepsis.
Shout out
Enjoy the
Luke
episode.
Anderson.
But yeah, so we remained undefeated, and then, after that year, a lot of people parted ways, and only a couple people stayed.
Including Mr. Ross.
Yeah, Ross.
You did sophomore year, right?
Yes, freshman, sophomore.
And then you quit after sophomore, just like like Emery.
Yeah,
Somebody else quit after sophomore year.
Oh, Bill, dude. Bill Bamblett.
Oh no, he quit after freshman. He quit after 8th grade.
Couldn't take it, bro. Couldn't take the locker room.
Nope.
Freshman.
Okay, do you guys remember how freshman year, it was like summer practices, and Shane's like announcing to our grade, like he always like kept us together in all summer practices, like scrimmage or regardless. He kept us together because we had some chemistry and everything. He pulled us aside one time at River Road and he was like, guys, this year we're actually gonna be getting a prospect from Chicago.
Oh yeah.
And we were like,
no.
no way. Like we're a small town in Maine. So basically you could have named any city and we would have been like, yo, crazy. We expected this kid to be like this kid to be like coming out of Chicago, like big
Ball
name
guy.
place, big name player, and he just had to move for some reason, whether it's military or
family.
something,
Yeah, right.
and we're like, we'll take him.
Yeah, Deshane was like, I
And-
saw his tape. This kid's got.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
scouted
he,
him straight up.
he came and he was
All right,
probably
wait,
the worst
hold on.
player I've ever seen in my
Hey,
life.
listen, I remember this one part, right? We're doing these drills. We're all young guys still. We're trying to like prove our spot on the team because we were practicing with varsity players.
I mean, I wasn't. But,
Yeah, okay. But we were doing these cones where you had to like dribble around cones or something. I remember doing that. And, like I remember having to do Maradonas or whatever.
Shane loves those.
Yeah, right.
drills.
Which no one ever does in game, by the way, right?
Oh, bro.
Anyway. Well, mortals don't, Mike, okay? But
Only demigods can.
only demigods. But
Only perfect Jackson.
we're like doing these moves around the thing, and guys like Cooper and Tuck D, who are really like light on their feet, are doing really well, but then other guys like some of our dribblers are struggling. And then I look over and I see this prospect from Chicago, like dude looks like he's never touched a soccer ball before. And he always wore those cutoffs too, the cutoff.
Yeah, he had the Adidas pants. He had the look going.
True. He had like the 8th grade Garen look going.
Did he so wait, did he end up being, he was on our freshman team, right?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Still have no clue what we're talking about.
Ian Madden.
Kean?
Oh, dude, remember when for the first day of double sessions, for our first warm-up lap, he sprinted and finished like this.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. That I remember experiencing that every single year.
Yeah.
Like it's just naturally like whoever I'm running next to, we're all going to be near the front of the pack. But like that's just normal pace. But like there's every year when I was who was it? I think when I was a junior, someone like really sprinted. Like
McCarthy.
he went as
McCarthy.
fast as he possibly could. I think it was
It was definitely
the Young's little brother. What was Mackenzie Young's little brother?
Caleb.
Caleb. Dude, he hauled in the warm-up laps. And I was like, dog.
It was good.
Like, freak. I remember in our junior year, when it was me and Turner doing captain's practices,
Ross is
and
lurking down there. You see that?
we took
Yeah, that's all right.
we took a break on one of our runs on the road, and he goes, "Oh yeah, I can't do this," and he kept going. And so
No
like
breaks for me.
when we get down the road and we catch up to him, I see him and I don't tell him that we're going a certain way, and he goes off the wrong way, and I'm like, sorry, this is a lesson he's got to learn. Gotta stick with the team.
Just conform to authority.
Yeah, of course.
Super.
Do
all
what
right,
you're told.
So switching gears here, we're talking a lot about fitness. Cooper, if you don't mind me saying this, you are someone who has gone through, and I say this like complete seriousness, one of the craziest transformations I think I've ever seen in person. I mean, no question about it, actually. So, like, you were, always, big boned, and then at one
Come on,
point,
big heart.
yeah, it's like 10th grade or something. You just slimmed way down. It was like as soon as I moved, it was like some kind of, or not moved.
Yeah, it
but,
was
like,
kind of like someone was holding him back, and
Once you move, it's like
but now you're like,
once the weight was lifted, the weight was lifted. I'm like,
yeah.
once the body is soft, it kind of helps.
But so Coop, talk to me because I'm someone who's trying to like stay in shape here. I'm not trying to, lose a ton of weight or anything, but what is your regimen like? What was the journey like just shedding?
What's your secret?
I don't know. I guess like just constantly, just consistency, getting in the gym every day.
Did you eat differently or did you just stop eating or what?
oh,
Oh no, you gotta eat more than ever. Eat big, get big.
Wait, so you ate more, dude?
I feel like
Yeah.
with Cooper, he
I just ate.
focused less on losing weight and more like just totally getting muscle everywhere he could.
Everywhere.
Because like
Yeah,
I feel like when you do enough of the training and exercises that you were doing, you're gonna naturally like sweat off weight, just lose weight in simple ways, and then you're getting your muscle because you're actually like what you're doing was you racked up, like you went from not working out much to benching 200 left and right, like it was
Yeah.
a quick switch.
And also,
Something I'd like to call a glow up.
celiac has helped being healthy.
Celiac.
Oh yeah, you know it.
How is your daily struggle with celiac?
I wake up every morning and I struggle with it, but you get through it.
Well, at least you wake up. You weren't that lucky. Yeah, but for real, man. I mean, the reason I bring this up, not to put you on the spot, right? But I'm trying to like stay in shape, and I took a week off. You guys know me. I'm in good shape, right? I took a week off of really exercising over spring break. I was down in Florida, so I'm like, I'm gonna live it up a little bit.
Yeah, it's vacation. Who cares? Just eat a
Right.
bunch of garbage, right? Like, it doesn't
Yeah,
really
well,
matter.
that's basically what happened. I went running like 3 times over a week. Usually I go every single day. And I started eating like a bunch of cookies and stuff. And then you don't see the results of that until 2 weeks out. 2 weeks later, I'm like, man, I feel horrible. Like, I'm losing my form, whatever. And so then I was like, I have to switch it up again, do something completely drastic. So now that started, a 2-week detox of eating like a lot less and really being mindful about sugar, because I think if you cut sugar, if you have the mental, strength to cut sugar, you can basically do anything.
Yeah, think about Adam.
Tuck D and Doyon no sugar diet.
Yeah, Adam for the whole summer. I don't know what it was. Summer after 8th grade.
I have a funny story about Adam. He inspired me to do it, actually.
Oh, really?
Let's hear it.
Adam was at my house, and I was like, dude, you want some ice cream? No, he went to my fridge.
Slapped him.
He makes scrambled eggs. He's like, I want scrambled eggs for dessert. And I'm like,
Wow.
why are you doing that? And he's like, well, I'm on this no sugar diet.
It's misery,
I'm like,
man.
fuck. My bad.
Yeah, I hung out with him all the time. I 8th grade and freshman year times, like I was at Doyon's like every other weekend, and I remember he always, and I mean for like 2 meals a day, ate cheese quesadillas, and that was it. Like literally, you want a cheese quesadilla? And I was like, I think I'm gonna rummage through your,
I want something different,
and
man.
look for something else. He ate cheese quesadillas all the time, and obviously, they have protein and everything else, like other meals. But like
Dude,
that was his go-to.
listen. This one time I stayed over his house. I don't mean any shade by this, okay? It's great family. And it was a sleepover. This was the same time that Adam like stripped and got very comfortable with me sleeping on the ground next to his bed. And he forgot I was there, I think, and he slept in his usual fashion.
Oh, he did the same thing for me.
Oh, I
What? Whoa. Wait, he got like wait, Cooper, tell us that story.
So one night he was just like, I was sleeping over at his house, and he's just like, by the way, dude, I don't sleep in any clothes. And he just like got in bed.
Dude, well, maybe that was one of his secrets for losing weight. Did you adopt that?
Sleep in clothes, yes.
Nah, I'll be honest. I don't think I ever like thought about it or anything, but every time I would we'd wake up, we're nearly on the same time, probably 11 a.m. because we were gaming all night or something, and I'd wake up, I'd roll out of the bed that was on the floor underneath his lofted bed. And I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'd look up at him, and he'd be like pulling the sheet up because the
Hey,
man.
man, just go.
I'm like, dog, I swear you went to bed with a shirt on, and
Yeah, what happened? He's like,
why do I see so much thigh? Like,
oh God. Yeah. Well,
that's great.
I don't know, man. I mean, I
Love
have
that guy.
well, I have respect for people who have the mental strength. So like Cooper, you had to stick with it and you had to change some habits. And other like Henry is blessed with like an amazingly efficient metabolism.
Well, here's the thing. I don't eat the healthiest.
You don't eat healthy.
Not at all, dog. Don't
I mean,
even
I'm not
tread
as bad
lightly.
as I'm not as bad as I used to be.
Okay.
Ring dings.
How
every
how
day.
bad were you? How bad were you? Set the
Dude.
stage.
Freshman
you know,
year, the big
I would-
Texases and everything.
Well,
Every day.
Well, you see, I had study hall around like I don't know 4th period, and by around that time I got a little hungry. So it was always maybe a double burger and a ring ding and a coffee cake. Splendid
geez.
Hey, wait,
special.
what about Big Texas?
Yeah, big Texas.
Those hit different.
But I mean, I've been working out more nowadays, so I still work out, but like I don't eat the healthiest, which is something I'm looking to change about my personal life.
Well, that's the hardest part. And, the more I look into it, the more I see people saying that the exercise is really secondary to the diet. And if this is like a totally weird example, right? You guys know David Blaine, the magician?
Yeah.
So he was talking about,
Family friend.
yeah, he had the world record for longest time holding your breath underwater. He went for like 17 minutes. And he had to lose a lot of weight to be able to do that for, various
17
reasons.
minutes.
Yeah, man.
And
And
time out. I just looked to my right and there's a mouse on my shoe.
Oh,
so
can you show it?
It just went underneath this little fridge.
oh man.
You
Is it
gonna go kill it?
Dude, look at the weight right there. Frost, is that what you curl? Anyway, David Blaine was like, he when he was losing weight, he started viewing food as medicine. So he was only eating what was necessary, right? So if you think of everything in terms of its caloric content, Henry, then you start to look at the big text a little different. You're like, I don't really need 500 calories of sugar right now.
Linus just glitched out.
Yeah, he's so lagged out from me.
yeah,
And we're all normal.
totally, man. Totally, yeah.
Yeah, good point there.
Am I back now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but here's the thing, Doug. I actually I don't like that point of view. I don't like that mindset. I don't like anything about that because
I hate everything. Yeah.
what happens is you stress out too much about it, and you work yourself up because you only want to have 500 calories in this meal and you have 800, and then you don't eat, and then instead it's like since if you didn't find something that is within your limit, you didn't eat at all. And that's, I don't like where that leads to. I don't like roads that, you go down from that because realistically, eat what you want to eat, man. you can put the big Texas back on the shelf.
Every
But
now and again, but every
if
once in a
it's-
while, go for it.
Yeah, but if it's it's a big pasta meal, so what? Carb night for you tonight, doesn't matter.
Yeah, eat pasta every night.
Like just go, just go on a walk tomorrow or something,
Oh, walk?
Yeah, man, you don't need to worry too much. I know staying in shape is one thing, but unless you're trying out to, be a lifeguard in a movie, your body's fine,
I think it all just depends on the person. It depends what you want. If you
It
wanna,
depends how your body functions with all the stuff,
yeah, just
When you're young.
Like Henry's got a high metabolism, dog. Yeah, I used to eat like packs of Oreos at a time, and I don't gain a single pound,
yeah,
and,
like,
and it's unfair. So like
Punching
realistically,
the air right now.
I can only have the perspective of eat what you want, do what you want with it. It's your body, handle it your own way, because I was, gifted with not worrying about that.
All right, but check it out. Check it out. The word of the day is discipline. Okay, it's not about not eating. It's about eating healthily. And you might be blessed with a good metabolism, but you got 10 years maximum where that good metabolism is functioning at the potential that it is now, right? So when you hit the big 3-0 or the big 4-0, because a lot of metabolic changes happen when you're 40, when you're, your rituals and what you're used to it's already set in stone. Your habits are set in stone by that time. So it's about
you can always change.
but it's about making the habits now. That's what I'm saying. So that's why
Well, to be honest, like, although like I'm like, I just like contradicted so many things. Like, I still haven't eaten like desserts in years. I've had birthdays. The last five birthdays, we have cake, and I don't eat a slice. I just don't. There's some things to me where if I imagine it as in just it doesn't taste good or anything,
right.
I don't eat it. And I don't eat cupcakes. I don't eat cakes. I don't eat ice cream nowadays.
Oreos?
So many things. I can dive into an Oreo
I
here.
had some Oreos today. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie about
Here's
it.
the thing, dude. Those vanilla, those golden ones. Yeah.
Those are good. The blonde.
I'll eat those.
I'm less of a fan of those.
Oh,
Well,
really? Are you just a classic double stoof guy?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, like, for me, if it's there, I'm gonna eat it. You know what I mean? So I just have to completely remove the temptations. So like, I had a bunch of Easter candy last week. Just threw it in the garbage. Oh, what's that shirt, Henry?
Well, this is actually our highest selling product on saladbars.com/teespring. So
How many
For-
sales?
Like, realistically, it's that soccer one you made.
yeah, other than that one.
Yeah, that one had like 18 kids.
That
Get it?
was such a scam, bro. We made
Kids that weren't even on the team. I'm a big fan.
No, boys.
I feel like that's something like Chris Rooney would have done.
Yeah, it was branded and everything.
Wait, what?
Like that was our team shirt, but it had little salad bars.
Oh yeah, I know. Like at the bottom, it was like T-Waz salad bars.
Yeah.
No, that's what I thought was hilarious. Is you got those freshman cops because you put them on the name, like you put them on the jersey. They weren't like they're obviously like swingers.
Yeah.
You throw them on there, you give them credit. They're like, yes, I am copping that. It says I'm on the
100%.
team with Henry Honkin, like
I should have made a hoodie. They would have bought that too.
Oh, $40, $50 doesn't matter.
Maybe a blanket.
You still could. You could be like honoring the 2019
Yeah.
season, whatever it was.
These guys are my best friends.
Dude, I'm here we go. Yeah, well, Cooper, we know you're pressed on time here, and we want to it's 8:30 right now. We want to make sure. Okay, are you good for like 5 more minutes?
Yeah, I'm good for as long as needed.
Perfect.
Oh, don't.
Oh, wow,
I
yes.
can hang for more than 5 minutes.
Nice.
All right, good. Well, that's good news.
I'll take 10.
Cooper, we want to give you a chance here. We know you have a lot of stuff in the works. You're a business major, business and marketing in college. You have a very innovative mind, a lot of ideas in the works. We want to know if there's anything you want to plug right now.
Not that I can think of off the spot. It's a lot of secret stuff in the works,
Oh, true. Yeah.
What about Ross Gyms?
Ross
Oh.
Gyms.
My
that.
dream? Can I dive into that?
Sure.
I'll dive into that. Yo.
Hey,
Oh,
Whoa.
thanks for
Hello.
joining. That was
Hello.
very
I was
spontaneous.
like, that's
Of course, of course.
guys,
How is everyone?
we're great.
How are you?
Fans at home. This is Fiona Sharp, friend of the channel. We all
Long
go
time friend of the channel.
long time.
long
What can
time.
I
First
say?
subscriber.
What can
Can
I
I
say?
say a
I
funny
think I
story?
was. Oh God.
What's up, Coop?
I remember in 5th grade, Linus, I think Mike and Henry both
Right
there,
into it. Right into it.
Right into it.
came into the bathroom. He's like, boys, look what I have here. He goes, that is Fiona's phone number.
Whoa, we're getting everybody out here.
Yo, Lick.
This is a party right now.
Willis.
Nicholas Lewis just joined the party.
Hey Nick, is there any way you can make your screen like widescreen?
Hey, there you go.
Perfect.
There we
That's
go.
good enough.
Yeah,
Stick up
well,
bars.
Cooper, so the thing that happened with that, right? Fiona approached me first week of school, smitten.
You were on crutches.
I was like, he was like, I can't get enough of this poor crippled kid. Like, let me just give him. It wasn't even her phone number; it was her email address.
It was definitely my email.
How about I heard Text Plus
yeah,
Text now,
or
maybe.
Kick?
Kickback.
straight up.
Yeah, that's the thing. We got to experience stuff like that. You know, like Kick and all that. Those were the good old days.
Kick was a good time.
I had that Mike Ball 3 Kick account for a solid 3 years.
Well, dude, you know who hit me up on Kick recently was
Recently,
Ian,
you
um,
have
Are
that
you
app?
still using that?
Ian
We should
Ferg,
unpack that.
Ferg,
Oh, Ian Ferg. Yeah.
Oh,
Also friend of the channel.
Brown. Scott Brown 3.
Oh,
Oh,
I know a Scott Brown 04. Is that the same guy?
Yo, he was born in 04. That's so crazy to me.
Yeah.
Anyway, yo, Nick, good to have you here, man. What's
Yeah,
up?
I'm glad to be here.
Are you in Elliott right now? Or are you
Now I'm in Portsmouth. I'm living alone, actually. Got my own crib now.
Dude, you
Oh,
got
bachelor
that-
pad.
you got that whole
So
flat to
cool.
yourself?
Yeah.
So we can come over this time without being
I'm trying to throw out. Yeah, without being interrupted. Yeah, I love that story. You know,
Interrupt.
There's
What's
three
going on?
clogged guys, trying to get unclogged.
Hey, wait, Nick, this
Whoa.
is G-rated.
Whoa, I
Just go
I
easy, go
am gonna
easy.
request you never say that again.
No, it was 3 guys and a great. No, that was the day that we woke up at 4 a.m. This is actually a good story. This was when Salad Bars was really. It was, Henry and I were like meeting up every week and having to shoot stuff.
Daily grind.
Yeah,
let's just say we were reaching for content.
we were so this one week, I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm like, guys, I have a great idea. Well, I'm like, actually, guy, because it was just Henry.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, let's wake up at 4 a.m. and go to the beach and go to sunrise.
Yeah, man, I'm down. Sure.
Oh my god.
You know who's perfect for this is Nick Lillis. So then Nick met us there, against all odds. And then, like, we wake up at 4, and then I remember 9 a.m. rolled around, and it felt like 3 or something. Like, it felt like the end.
I
It
remember
wasn't even a sunrise.
Remember, like, what was like? Oh, it was we were trying to do Casey Neistat's like day, and then like we had like Henry on the skim board for the first shots.
Yeah, right. Henry, yeah. So he was doing like his 20-mile run on the beach. And then, Nick, you played Dan
Beach
Mays.
run.
But yeah, I played Dan Mays, who is now a coronavirus survivor. If anyone found that out,
That's a whole other vid. That's honestly a whole other vid right there.
that's all they've been.
Oh my God.
Well, when is our vid coming out too, Linus? That's
Which one, man?
A personal like duet.
We gotta shoot it first.
I think like it should just be like found footage type stuff,
Yeah, no, that'd be kind of dope. I mean, there's a lot of different attack angles for it,
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. Well, Fiona, you've never had a feature on Salad Bars.
No, I feel like
Until today.
it's a lot.
It
It's
went
a
from
lot.
like Zoom to house party in like 10 seconds.
I mean, I remember my first time I was so nervous, like I just like I didn't know what was
like
gonna
my
happen.
hands
I
are
just-
shaking.
Then you can relate to Cooper with that one, Nick, because Cooper's first time and his 6th time, he was super nervous.
Wow. I developed a little bit, like I go into the role and like I method act,
Yeah.
Right.
I become the character. But
No, like,
like,
Yeah.
my first time, I remember Linus was just yelling and he really gets into the scenes, but he pushes the actors, and so I'm always thankful about that.
But Nick, most of the time when you're acting, it's from your heart. Like,
Oh, 100%.
Like, Mowgli.
Well, like method acting is like for me, it's just life. Like I don't even like see the difference anymore.
like go into that little spiel you had about that like bit of despair and that black hole.
He's black man.
Well,
Yo.
that's.
But Fiona, you're an actress, right? I mean,
Yeah, I was gonna say like she should give us like ratings on because we've had some performances.
Oh yes. Oh,
There
yes.
is
I
there
will
is
give you
one
that.
video where I'll be honest to the viewers, I played like 6 different roles.
And you know what? It took me a minute to even realize that
Yeah.
because you were so into each
Right.
role. So
Maybe seen a
really good job.
and no one happened to notice that I was wearing the same sweatpants shorts in 3 different
Wow.
characters.
You know
Yeah.
that.
Sure, it's me.
Yeah, you were glitching there, so
Yeah,
no
you
one could
kinda cut
tell,
out there.
but it's
You
all
know,
good.
Fiona, how do you like sink into a role? How do you sink your teeth into a role? What's the
Really good question. The first thing I do is if it's like a role of like a popular show, I'll look that role up and watch people like sing the songs they sang and like, really dive into like the background of it. And if it doesn't have one, then you make one up like according to like the decade it was made. You gotta like really like build it up.
you got to make the backstory? See, that's
Oh
something that
yes.
I think Cooper could use some help in, some coaching. Because
For
Cooper had a
sure.
feature, he had a feature, not to call you out, man, but you had a feature, one of our films, Reunion 1, link in bio, and you had one line, Cooper. And
I don't know my kids, he might be doing so fast. Dude, come on, man.
Oh, is that when I recorded the thing on my phone and sent it?
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Because, Henry had some predicament where he couldn't leave his house for 2 weeks.
Sick, yeah.
Foreshadowing.
Honestly, though. Well, yeah, and then like the camera falls on the ground. I mean, I don't know, man. I guess from the actors here, because then Henry, you got really good at acting too at one point. And remember the reunion we
He's
did
fallen.
with
He's
you?
fallen a little bit though. He's not what he used to be.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna be honest.
Henry is TikTok famous. So.
Well, like when I act alongside him, like I remember back in the day, I would like be astounded by like his ability to just delve into the character. But nowadays, it's like it definitely he's a step behind, and that's just age. That's the normal process.
No,
but-
Nick,
Like, I don't know if you've even seen me in the last couple months, so I don't know if you're allowed to talk like that.
Yeah, don't talk back to me, man. Don't.
Henry,
Like,
don't
don't
even
get
take
fucking
this. Like,
played.
take that hatred and just like build from it. You know what I mean?
Right.
You just gotta like.
Just build
Prove me wrong.
You're nothing to me.
It's actually news to Linus and I, which I think that actually brings up a good point, Nick. Would you happen to say that Henry has like tried less or cared less when his roles come in the video?
This feels like an intervention.
Is this what you
I
think?
feel like
or-
it's just
I
like
hate
I'm
to use
attacked.
that language, Mike. I really hate to use that language, but I mean the truth is the truth.
Well,
I'm gonna sit here and lie.
there was one video where Henry was really deep in the role, and it was actually kind of, to be completely candid here, it was tear jerking.
Mm.
Are you talking about the love scene?
That's not,
No,
that's
like
not-
in Reunion 2, the love scene.
no.
Oh, because I thought that was pretty good acting there. I really did.
Romance.
It wasn't acting.
Okay, okay, fair. Fair, it
That's
wasn't
the truth.
acting. But like,
That's how it happens.
I thought it was a good display.
No, I was talking about the one where it's making up with my best friend. Henry makes up with Nick. And
What?
there's a
Making
part- making up
Oh, okay.
positions. And he's like,
On the dock.
yeah, he's like, I don't know where he is. It's- well, you kind of do know where he is. But anyway, this is it. Right? That was stellar.
So right, like, what am I getting picked apart about, like, right now? Like, what
You
is
just
the,
aged, man. You just aged. It's okay, man.
Hold up. Henry, why don't we have a panel of experts here? Why don't you give us a brief performance, and then we'll hear from some of our so-called experts at the bottom of your screen here, Fiona and Nick.
I would love it. I would love
So
that.
Henry, the scenario, you can either come up with one, I can give you one if you want.
just give me one, so it's like I'm not cheating.
All right.
Like a
well,
little improv, yeah.
you're at the general store and you just saw the last big Texas get sold to someone ahead of you, and you really want that big Texas, and you ask them for it, and they turn around and tell you to, back
And you're
off.
British. You're British, by the
Yeah.
way.
And you're mad and
Mm.
you're angry and quite frankly you're a little upset. What do you say to him? You're there, okay?
Oi,
What?
Oi.
What's wrong?
turn around, big guy.
Sup? What do you want, champ?
I want you big Texas.
All right, shut up. I gotta go. See you later.
Oh,
Whoa.
Keep going.
I guess that scene.
that was brilliant, dude.
All right, so coaches, what do you see going on right there?
I mean, you expect the unexpected, so that was unexpected for me. So I mean,
Yeah.
well done. It was
Thank
quick. The accent could use a little tweaking, but
I
think
haven't
if
done it in a
you
while. Yeah.
if you had all you gotta is like start out with like a word and then just like build up from there. You know what I mean? So like find a word that works for you, build up
For
from there.
sure.
But overall, I'd say 8 out of 10. Yeah,
For
good job.
sure. Yeah.
That's all
Okay.
it takes in today's economy. Nick
80
Lillis, what do you think?
Plus, not bad.
I mean, I think Fiona said it the best. She said it maybe as a compliment, but Henry's quick. He always finishes quick. He never drags us. He never wants to really really take the emotion. He just wants it fast. And so like that is the type of acting, but that's not the type of acting I do, anymore. That's like that's a younger, that's unexperienced to me. But that's just because I've
Well,
you know what it is, Nick? Nick, you are to Henry as Apocalypse Now is to Vine. Apocalypse Now, it's a 4-hour deep dive into a character, right? Vine, it's 6 seconds. It's snappy. It's finished quick. It's
Yeah. I just know
Well,
what the
but
kids
guess
want
what?
these days. All right.
Well, the kids do want that. There have been people on Vine who are now very famous with loads of money. So all I'm saying is the people who are
It's not
fast and
about the
quick
money.
are
It's
sometimes
never-
the big people.
Logan Paul.
People have
Acting is not
made
about the
it.
money.
Oh.
All right, let's make that clear here. Like the salad bars isn't about the money. This is an organization that's like meant to push what theater, what it means to even be an actor, And so I'm sorry, like I don't want to be part of the mainstream. I don't want to be part of TikTok. I don't want to be part of Vines. I want to create something new, a new long form media. Is that so fucked up? Is that crazy?
Where is it? I haven't seen any doing that.
Just give me the
At
camera.
home
Just
in your
give
own
me the
apartment.
camera.
I'd like to see some like Mowgli from the Jungle Book come up and like really dive
This
into
is the best time for you to get creatively, expansive here, Nick.
It's coming.
You have this ability. You're talking it up. You gotta like put this, pen to paper here.
Yeah.
Just let it flow.
Even
And-
I've started a TikTok.
Oh.
TikTok?
I've started one.
I started one. I worked really hard on a TikTok recently.
I've actually been watching yours. I like those. Yeah.
They're good, right?
I just saw your best trick shot ever.
I like that one.
Classic. All right. Well,
Like
Cooper,
Cooper, yeah, we should get Cooper.
we know you're short on time. Do you have any words you want to say to the fans? Parting words.
I'm excited to be on again soon. Hopefully. That's pretty much
Yeah,
it.
hopefully we
Love
get
that.
you on. We nail down a topic sooner. And maybe you show us one of those trick shots. Because Cooper, you were a famous actor actually on Sports Center one time.
Yeah.
You did a little slap shot, little rip stick.
Dabbled on it.
Yeah. Something like that.
Doubled on it.
Just a little nibbler, nothing big. All right, man. Well, thanks for joining us.
All right, it's great talking to you guys.
Yeah, it's good to see you, bro.
Appreciate it.
Man,
Yeah.
take it easy.
Oh, okay, now that that's over. Now it's good to have him. It's
Yeah,
Cooper,
we really have gone through this roller coaster here on this episode. I think we all know it went from fitness to acting to intervention to amending.
I still don't even really know like what really happened there.
And to be honest with you, like I wasn't throwing shots. I was more just like stirring up the pot. I was just trying to see what Nick had to say.
Yeah, that's right. Well, Fiona, we know you got to go in a minute too.
Yes.
Anything you want to share with the fans? Anything you want to plug real quick? Are you in any plays, musicals coming up?
Unfortunately, it got canceled due to the coronavirus. I was playing Beth March in Little Women. I was really excited. It's a big role. So disappointed, but
I'm so sorry to hear that. That's horrible.
Yeah, well, everyone make sure to check out, Fiona on socials, TikTok, Instagram, everything.
Right.
She posted a lot of videos of her singing, which are great, which get
Thank
blown
you.
up and could totally
Thank
get
you.
more blown up.
Give us a little sing right now, Fiona. Give us a little sing.
Oh, I'm
There it
saving
is.
the voice.
There it
I
is.
got acapella rehearsal on Zoom actually in like 10 minutes, so
Oh, damn.
I gotta save that
Yeah,
voice.
we'll
but-
hack into that. We'll see you there.
Why don't we just invite all of them into this one?
Zoom bomb it.
that
Serenade.
would be interesting. That would be
Classic.
interesting.
All right. Well, Fiona, same with Cooper. Thanks for your time. Thanks for joining.
Yes, thank
on
you
today's
for
episode.
having me. Honored.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
you
coming.
too.
Stay safe.
Bye.
See ya.
All right. And then
Last but not least.
Take
All right,
it
Nick.
along.
Thanks for coming, bud.
No, he's our only guest. He's our only guest. He's our only hope, bro. I mean, are you free right now? Do you have anything else to do? Like,
Do I have anything else? I can I can monologue a little bit
Besides
more.
writing a book.
okay, good. You're still here.
Yesterday I dealt with my first Zoom bomber. Have you guys seen that? You heard about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, what if you had to ask me what type of experience it was? like, I don't want to say I was like the hero on the plane. But that's kind of who I was. Like
Is anyone here?
I just, this guy comes in. He comes in. He starts playing these like images. They're not appropriate for the class.
Wait. What kind of images?
They're just inappropriate. Like if you go online, you might find these images on an inappropriate website. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to get into detail.
Okay, noted.
And I immediately just call him out and I say, like, that's not happening here. I just command with my voice what I wanted, and he like, you should have just seen how starstruck he was. He says, oh, he says, oh, you're from the videos. You're from Salad Bars. And I say, that's exactly correct, sir. And I need you to get out of this class. Like, people are trying to learn here. People are trying to get an education.
What class
And
was it?
so it was definitely an incredible experience, but it's scary. If I wasn't, I don't know what would have happened.
Yeah,
no,
I love to hear that. I've had my math has been like torn apart. I'm in math for business, just for freshmen business students, and there's this kid that he like keeps joining somehow, and I don't think he's even in my class, and he unmutes. We're all muted and no video. He always unmutes himself, and he always asks my professor and to use like 6.9 as the example number and all that stuff, and he just keeps doing that, and eventually the other day he started like yelling and saying all this stuff, and me and this other kid just like unmuted our mic and we were like, get out of here, man, like you can't be handling this here. Like it's just I want to learn, dude. I'm trapped in my house and bored. I want to learn.
I want the numbers. I want the letters.
Yeah.
I'm done learning. My last class was today.
So you're just gonna allow the brain to just turn off for the summer.
For a little bit, yeah.
Can I just say something right now? Nick, Mike and I both been reading a lot. Henry, do you read, Nick? Do you read a lot?
Do I read? Do I read? Recently, my girlfriend makes me read. She's like, my girlfriend makes online, virtual.
Wait, for real?
No one's ever seen her before. No one's ever gonna know her.
You guys are a different school.
Around here, she's virtual. But yeah, so she'll be like, oh, you need to read like this many pages. So she keeps me in line. But if it wasn't for that, I don't know if I would read.
Wait, what are you reading right now?
One of my I got it right here.
Dude, since when does Nick have a girlfriend?
Online?
We gotta ask him about
English.
Well, it's online. So whatever that means.
Tinder or what? Kick?
I couldn't find. I'm reading The Idiot by Dostoevsky. That's what I'm reading right now.
Oh wow, that's quite.
Yeah, it's nice. I mean,
So it's self-titled, right?
Yeah.
Very, very funny.
And she suggested you read this book.
Oh, yeah, she did.
Take
I didn't make that connection immediately. Now I'm starting to see it. Yeah.
Wait, Nick, what's with the? Let's be completely frank and open.
Yeah.
What's with the girlfriend, man?
What do you mean? What's with? Well, I mean, like
I haven't heard anything.
Henry and I, we live together, and one thing that like upset me was that Henry had this girlfriend always causing disruption. And so I said, what am I going to do? I'm going to get my own girlfriend. Like I felt left out. I wanted attention, and Henry wasn't providing that. So I had to adapt.
Wise words.
Well, I thought you guys were like, some kind of quasi-romantic relationship. From that documentary we made, New Year's Eve, link up here.
Yeah.
I mean, it seemed like Henry was coming over talking about cooking and cleaning, tucking you in at night. So do you have is the girlfriend helping with those tasks every day, or?
Well, I mean, it's virtual, so it's limited in what she can physically do for me,
Right.
But just she provides that emotional support that Henry couldn't do anymore for me. That he just.
Yeah, I never did.
Well, no, you
So
we've all seen the video.
expensive, bro.
We've all seen the clips. You can't deny the footage.
I haven't seen it.
Well, Nick, it's good. So you're happy. She's making you happy.
Yeah.
You've been
Yeah.
running a lot, man. We were just talking to Cooper about
Exciting.
weight loss, that kind of thing. I know you're
Weight
big.
loss. Yeah.
You're a big marathon runner. You're in good shape.
Yeah.
What's
Thank
your
you
regimen
for
like,
that.
dude?
Yeah, I mean, right now I'm trying to get 40 miles a week. I'm training for a marathon in July. But it's hard to keep that mental state up. In quarantine alone.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm sure everyone knows that. It's hard, easy to get distracted, easy to get down on yourself. But I just keep schedule.
You might get distracted by one of the other, like, that 20-10-5 challenge you're talking about. You might get distracted by one of those other.
Oh, there's so many challenges out there. Yeah, there's so many of them. Yeah. Well, and something like I just saw almond milk challenge or something. You seen that?
Have you seen the beer mile?
I want to do a beer mile.
Beer mile is, dude, that looks so hard.
Nick, correct me if I'm wrong, but you were a pretty good 400 runner, weren't you, back in track days?
I mean, it wasn't my specialty, but yeah.
Yeah, dude. I wish you had another year at Mwood because that was my.
Yeah.
I made that my specialty.
Yeah, I saw that.
Where you at? And on the count of three, you guys will both say your PRs, and then we'll see who's faster.
Okay.
Yeah, but see, I only ran the relay though, so my time is like probably faster than it really would be.
Well, let's
Because
just.
on a relay,
I don't know. My split times in the relays were actually faster because like more motivation,
that's what I'm saying.
No,
Is
it's
that
the
so? I only ran
start.
the relay though.
Momentum going. All right, so on three. 1, 2, 3.
52.
54. So you're much faster than me. I didn't run the 400 though.
Well, you were an 800
Oh,
runner.
Mike.
God, yeah, wait. I don't even hear. What'd you even say?
I ever said 54.
Yeah. See, that's the thing though. Like on my relay team that I had my senior year, you would have been perfect for that because we had
Perfect.
we needed you.
The missing link.
No,
No, 'cause, like we had like two kids that had split times of 55.
Yeah, that's true.
And like my split time was like 52, 53, and then so was Calvin Peterson. He had a split time of like 52, 53, and we could have used someone that
He
was
was
like
slower my year though. He was running like 56 or something my year.
Well, he was a young man.
He was a kid though. He's aged. He's aged.
His age is developed.
It's like me, right?
Well,
He's
I
what?
don't know. I don't know if you could crack 60 in the 4 though.
I don't know him. It's you when you're on your when you're about to get to that finish line, you are dead.
Yeah, you're dying.
You're you're literally like pushing last second.
Yeah, I've never ran track.
And I've seen you, I've seen you do a lot of the punishments in our videos, and although the first few are pretty well run, the last 1500 we make you run are pretty slow, man.
Pretty shabby, man.
Well, you haven't seen me recently.
No, I've had some foot races against you, Henry, and sometimes I'm impressed. You're getting faster.
I mean, you got a quick jump, you got a quick release, basically.
He's kidding.
Like you'd be good in football because you have a good release, good acceleration, but I think that final speed is where it's lacking.
Well, he gives up on himself.
So mean.
I don't think so. But that's okay.
Well, Mike, you also only ran track for 1 year.
I ran track for 2 years.
2 years. My bad.
Wait, Linus, yeah, but you also ran the 400.
Oh yeah, I did.
So what was your time?
I would run 50-51.
You ran 50-51.
Yeah, remember, dude? I was. I don't keep my own horn. I was.
I mean, I believe it.
50-51.
Seems like Nick's on the laughing gas tonight. Guys just giggling down there.
Yeah, I am. I'm having a good time.
No, it's actually crazy, Linus, because I can totally, obviously, I can totally see you doing that, and I can totally see myself losing to you with those 2-3 seconds, whatever, in front of me, because I had to go against kids that are running 49s,
Yeah.
and I think it's funny because I feel like you have a natural advantage with not only the strength of your legs, but the length of your legs. You have long strides. But there's a kid that would run a 49 every time, and he was 3 inches shorter than me.
Yeah.
He was just so quick.
It's VO2 max, man. It's the lungs. You guys remember that video from 10 years ago, the next prodigy in basketball? And it was the video of this kid he had dreadlocks, and he would dribble the basketballs and then shoot. And it's very super old broadcast.
Never
But
saw
then
it.
he was an amazing athlete because he just had big old lungs and like his VO2 max was super high. He ran like a 4-minute mile when he was 10 years old or something. So some people just have those natural gifts, you know?
Yeah, the VO2 max is everything.
But Nick, you almost won the state title for the 800 meters. Let's not underplay this.
Yeah, let's not underplay. Yeah, it's not underplay.
And you were this close. And then a certain Marty Owens came and pushed you.
Yo, Marty. I don't even know where that guy is right now, but
He's back on the farm.
he's really, is he?
Yeah.
You see, almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
You keep me honest, Henry. You keep me honest.
They're perfect for each other. So we're getting at audience.
Perfect. Yeah. Well, it's crazy. I mean, guys, here's the thing, right? This is like our core production here. We got the actor. We got the whatever Mike does, whatever Henry does. We got whatever I do.
So just the actor.
We just got the actor.
What's up? Yeah.
Yeah, I stole that song. Oh, actually, they gave it to me.
What?
But we got to start thinking about, some more productions. Nick had a couple good ideas. We're talking about and brainstorming. I've got a few ideas myself. And I think, moving forward, we got to have things that the fans are just going to be really aching to see.
Yeah, I agree.
I personally think that I would love to have those like little quick documentary things. We did like the 60-minute kind of style.
Oh, those are fun.
Those are really fun.
Have you seen those, Nick?
Like the one with the car or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they were I thought it was well done actually.
Yeah, because like it probably takes us an hour.
That was fun.
We can put a stopwatch on it, but we'll be able to produce it.
Yeah. We could even do that remotely, probably. Somehow. I don't know if you guys have to, operate the camera a little bit, but what is that, Mike?
It's just my pet. I have a pet duck now. We got one when quarantine started because,
What's his name?
I got lonely.
How do you know it's a he?
His name is Harold.
Oh.
By the colors.
Why the colors? Or
No, I said I can tell because of the colors.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, because his significant other was all brown. So.
Yeah, it's just a common
mallard.
Yeah.
Is a mallard a female duck?
I don't know.
I thought that was male.
Look it up.
No, I think you might be right.
No, wait, a male's a buck.
A buck.
Wait, no, that's not true. A mallard.
I think a male buck is a deer.
Oh no, dude, a mallard's just a type of duck. It can be male or female. Length 20 to 26 inches. Where's Beaver Day? Okay. Yeah, anyway, guys,
Yeah, man, I might have like a solid 10 more minutes on this.
Yeah, I can't even lie. We don't have anything to talk about. I mean, we have stuff to talk about. We don't have like a set criteria.
Let's be honest to the fans.
Wrap it up.
I just want to be honest to the fans. We came up with this idea.
Heart to heart.
This is a Salbar's Heart to Heart edition.
Pull the mic a little bit away.
I'd say this is number 2 because we really got a heart to heart when we had Molly B on the episode. But I just want to say that it's tough, It's almost like this isn't like a we messed up video, but at the same time, like we're gonna have to kind of grind to find something to entertain you guys because the guests are great. Nick's great. We have this like different perspective, because we all kind of have similar ideas and everything. We bash here and there, but it's a different perspective and it brings up something about them we totally make into a big topic. But we need your help. We need suggestions on people that we can bring on here, and ideas and topics and conversations because, again, we want you to be involved. So realistically, after you drop that sub and, hit the bell, we need you to drop a like, and then we need you to drop a comment.
Please.
And please comment. Please comment. Ask us,
Please.
hey, maybe you guys should talk about the Lakers or something next episode.
That's a
You know,
great topic.
because what we want is this is like an interactive program. So you request something, and it gets delivered, and then we're gonna be talking about it, and whatever you find to be entertaining, we'll totally do it. You know,
For sure.
I feel like we can make a conversation out of just about anything.
Yeah,
So go
as-
ahead,
as
give
we
us some ideas.
Just keep
We were-
viewing, guys. Keep watching. Nick, thanks for hopping in tonight. It's great to see
Anything
you.
you want to plug in your life going on right now, Nick?
Yeah, anything? Last words?
Grateful. Just be grateful out there. Keep strong. It's tough for a lot of people, tough for a lot of the frontline workers, but if anything, I think Salad Bar is an organization that we support. We were there for the small guys, so.
Well, because we've been there ourselves. We've been the small guys. We were the new guys on the block, and now we're the establishment now. I mean, honestly, we're working with some government and NGO organizations,
Yeah.
CDC,
And teespring.com.
and teespring.com. Thank you to our
Yeah.
sponsor, by the way, today, teespring.com. Henry, why don't you flash that shirt one more time while I talk about this quick little ad read. Teespring.com, folks. You sign up right now with the promo code SALABARS. You can get 20% off your next order of $10 or more. That's teespring.com/salabars. We got over 3,000 designs, and Henry, I think more on the way, right?
Yep, more are coming, guys. I keep promising you, and they're coming.
Yeah, so guys, stay tuned. Everyone, thanks for watching today. Thanks for sticking with us through what was a very eventful and random episode. I had a lot of fun, though.
Me too.
Yeah, it was a good time, and can't wait for the next one. We actually have an itinerary and a plan for the next episode, so look forward to that. Totally stay tuned. Keep updated. Check out our Instagram at The Real Salad Bars. Don't forget the Z at the end. And yeah, guys, just have a great day. Have a great time.
Stay tuned. Stay loyal. Stay groovy. That's all I can say.
Yeah, and we'll see you guys because we go.
Like whenever we want.